Alright. We're on Wi-Fi. Well, we're back to the way it was. So no more Ethernet cable. This was unsuccessful. We'll have to come up with a new plan to make the internet work. This is so disappointing. I don't know, I've never had this problem anywhere else that I've lived. I guess I've only lived 3 places when I've been streaming, though. So, 2 out of 3 places, never had an issue with disconnecting on stream. 3rd place, right here, friend's house. And then I'm not the one to set up the internet. It's just been a disaster. Okay, well, getting back to the set review, 4 clubs down 1 and 4 spades making. That was not the way for Millens to start the set. Will says, as a youngster, dial-up streaming was flaky. Yeah, tell me about it. I really hope we're not using dial-up, but 3 no doubled making and 5 clubs doubled down 1 on this board. I'm very surprised that East decided to play for a legitimate chance to beat the contract rather than just leading the 2 diamonds at trick 2. Wait, the German chancellor in 2013 said that the internet is new territory for everyone? How old was this guy? That's really funny. In the other room, South opened a diamond, 2 clubs, natural and invitational, 2 spades by Shan, 3 spades by South, 4 spades by Joan, and North bids 5 clubs. Partner had an opening bid. You have a 12 count. You have wasted spade values, and you think you're making something at the 5 level, huh? Do you really now? I mean, 4 spades is only down 1. They didn't get to 3-0 like they did in the other room. But 15 imps on this board. Yeah, so 2 hearts got doubled at this table. How did this contract do? So we get off to the King of Diamonds lead. Not sure about the King of Diamonds lead, TBH. Ace of Diamonds from West. Diamond pitch Ace Spade. Wait, did North really dump the... Oh, East had the 10 of Diamonds. Okay, okay. Diamond pitch Ace Spade. Spade ruffed. Jack of Clubs up with the Ace. Good play. Heart switch. Diamond. Ruffed. Over ruff is interesting. Yeah, over ruff is very interesting, right? Shan could just claim his contract by pitching a club here. Why ruff high from North? Man, I don't know. I'm trying not to be too critical about the Lewis team decisions. They've had a tough day. Yeah, so what happens if North ruffs low here? Declare will... I mean, again, Declare could just claim their contract by... Oh, no, they can't. I was thinking they could claim by pitching, but yeah, ruffing low actually makes it a lot harder. So ruff over ruff, 6 of hearts, 9 of hearts. I wish that we could play out the hand to take a look. But you'll have to just visualize with me. 6 of hearts, 9 of hearts, nice. And now what? It looks like Declare can make it double dummy. 9 of hearts, cash the king of clubs, extracting North's club, and then go ace of hearts, 10 of hearts, exit to North. North can pull 2 rounds of trumps, and North will be down to spades. You exit a spade, Declare pitches a club, and South is end played into leading either away from the 10 doubleton of clubs, depending on what South keeps, or into leading a spade into West's winners, the queen of spades, 8 of diamonds. So... double dummy is going to say that there's nothing North can do to beat the contract. How are the teams mixed? Are they shaken or stirred? It currently looks like everyone's being shaken in this match. Everyone has been shaken up. I don't see a lot of stirring going on. Now, I don't know if East would find that line of play. 6 of hearts, 9 of hearts, or 7 of hearts, 9 of hearts, king of clubs, ace of hearts, 10 of hearts, North gets in, and then blah blah. But yeah, on the queen of hearts ruff, East could just claim by pitching a club here. So he does end up over-ruffing, but now his life is a lot harder. He plays the king of clubs, which holds, but then he tries the club queen. Let me think about this for a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't just, like, take the approach of, like, claiming his contract, right? Because from here, there's only 3 trumps outstanding. He's pretty certain that North has the last 3 trumps. If he pitches a club... Oh, there's a bit more of a problem than I realized. Yeah, if North switches to spades, we pitch a club and North switches to spades. No, but that's what I... No. No. 5 seconds ago, Brady bot. You're not pulling a fast one on me. I had planned for this. Yeah, earlier, we can afford to lose a club... Or, sorry, this trick. We can afford to lose a club or the ace of spades, and we can afford to lose the last heart. So if we pitch a club here, spade switch, we just pitch another club. We were already planning to lose that trick, and the jack of hearts. So we just effectively pitch losers on losers the whole time. Ron wants to come watch us do commentary for the trials. I just looked at my phone and he messaged me. Let's see, what is my Twitch live stream. My Twitch live stream is https://twitch.tv/BradyBot0. Did I do it right? Yeah. Great. I'm good. Alright, well, we'll see if I can keep the commentary together with a straight face. Probably not gonna be able to. This is just so confusing to me, because this really is a claim. When you're in a doubled part score, well, doubled into game, and you can just claim your contract. I don't know if Shan was trying to play for overtricks. I guess he was. But this is greedy. Greedy. Ace of hearts, king of clubs, queen of clubs. No way. Okay. Well. Let's continue looking at the scorecard, because this is just unbelievable. Oh, we didn't see the bamboozle! I forgot! I had promised the bamboozle, and here it comes. You ready for this bamboozle? So South opened a 14-16, no trump on this hand. 2 hearts transfer, 2 spades. No bid by Shan. Important. No bid by Shan already. Remember how Itabashi overcalled 2 no trump? None of that nonsense. Not with a 5-5-10 count here. The opponents are transferring. No, 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 no. We just let them play 2 spades on these cards. Don't compete for these part scores at imps. 4 spades, very, in parentheses, mild slam try. 4 no trump, key card and spades. Okay, we saw this auction basically before, except Declare in the other room had the information that East had both minors. 5 hearts, 2 key cards, no spade queen, 6 spades. And so, because East didn't show both minors, West didn't lead a club. West led the 10 of diamonds. Up with the king, jack of spades, up with the ace, and now what? Club. What do we do now? Well, we don't have the information that East is likely to have club length or values, so Declare hops up with the ace on this trick. Pulls trumps, starts running spades, and what is West gonna hang on to? All those hearts. All of the hearts. Heart to the king. The ace of diamonds would squeeze West if she had the club king here, but Shan boozled. Look at that. Heart to the ace. Declare takes 11 tricks. Good defense by Shan. And well judged in the auction to not show off what his hand looks like. People are always wondering, like, what could go wrong if I overcall light or open light? Well, here's an example. Look at what happened in the other room. 2 no trump by East. Club lead. Claim at trick 1. No opportunity for a Shanboozle here, especially because it would be a Itabashuzel from Itabashi. And then on the very last hand, 3 no trump down 3. We didn't get to see this board in the other room either, at least not much of it. So what went on here? 1 diamond, 10 to 15, 0 more diamonds, precision style. 1 spade overcall by East. Gotta get your 5-card suit in, right? Some players might make a takeout double, but not in this partnership. Shan does not want to make a takeout double. Pass, pass, double. 2 clubs. Okay. Sounds good. 2 spades by South. South is like, I have spades. I've seen people psych, mostly my teammates, but I know what it feels like, and this feels like a psych to me. 2 spades. I mean, 2 spades game force seems insane to me on the South cards. Your partner is 10 to 15, and you know your partner's reopening a double with every hand because they're definitely short in spades. Actually, why did North reopen? I think we just passed the North hand out, right? This is crazy to reopen on these North cards. But, like, I'm not going to blame North for South game forcing a balanced 11 with all of his values in the opponent's suit. This is not good. 2 no trump by North. 3 no trump. Sure. Yeah, can we bench South? This was not the auction from South. Maybe they're just like really trying to swing and pick back up these 80 imps that they're behind. But hopefully they can manage it. We do want to see a good match tomorrow. Actually, no we don't. No, I take it all back. We don't want to see a good match tomorrow. We just want to see Millens run over Lewis. Apart from the one diamond bid, the auction makes no sense. I think it's just a lot of over-aggression. We had seen this from the Carmichaels before, that they like to play this hyper-aggressive style, kind of similar to Meckwell from the old days, and they just get overboard on a lot of hands. And that might work fine at your local club, or, you know, in whatever events you normally play, like the A-level GNTs or something. But that's probably not going to work too well against top caliber opponents, you know, like Shan Wong and Joan Millens. You agree with some of the passes? Yeah, South had a good pass over a spade? Maybe. Maybe South had a good pass over a spade. West had a good pass. East passing 2 no trump seems like the right bid. I think all of the passes were pretty good, in fact. You know, maybe we can question South's first pass a little bit, but I think it's fine to go after a penalty of a spade. Yeah, West bid perfectly on this hand. North's final pass was excellent. East's final pass was also excellent, even though maybe he should have doubled. I mean, seeing how these guys bid, maybe you should just double every time they bid a game. At the other table, no bidding by North-South. East-West just got to 4 hearts. Yeah, and with the bad club split, there was nothing Declare could do, but Declare's line of play was highly suspect. And trying to rough spades. Just forgot to count his tricks. Gets a spade rough in, but... Wait, I was correct! Hold on. Chat, no, I was correct about this. Itabashi just went down too quickly for me to be able to justify my line of play. But he could have played Queen of Clubs, Jack of Clubs, overtaking, and then roughed another spade, and then roughed a diamond and cashed the 10 of hearts. And then if the 10 of clubs was dropping, he would have made it. No! I was right! I knew it! But he didn't do that. He just unblocked the clubs and just gave up. I really don't understand this line of play. Declare's line's better, 4 clubs and 3 hearts in the same hand. So you're saying he's just hoping that both of these cash. as opposed to the 10 of clubs falls in 2 or 3 rounds. There we go. Will's hitting us with a bunch of knowledge. See, the 10 dropping is 34%. I knew it! I actually didn't do the math on this. I also just assumed that Itabashi was cashing out for down 1. But you're correct. He would have made it if South had 4 clubs in addition to 3 hearts. It seemed really weird to me to not just, like, try and get another entry for another spade ruff. Anyway, would not have made. So Millens picks up 9 on the final board. How are we doing on time? We got... Oh my god, we're back into the next set. I'm sorry. I'm way behind. This is my fault. We've started. I guess we'll catch up on the next board. My bad. I'll pull up the other table just in case we have something exciting happening over there. I wonder if they started early, because there's no one else playing any of these boards. So they're... Yeah, a 4-3 break is 62%, Will. So if you're doing like 3/7 of a 62% thing, I guess you can do the math. That'd be like 27. The other table is way ahead of us, so I think they must have just decided to start early. The teams decided to get moving, and the directors accommodated them, as well as the Lovebridge tablets, which was nice. Looks like Declare has ended up down a couple in a spade contract, but we unfortunately missed the first board. My bad. 4 imps for Lewis. Okay, South passes. West has a 14 count. They are a 15 to 17 pair, I believe. Good 14 to 17, so West opens a club. North passes, East gets to bid a spade. They're not playing any of these fancy transfers. So pass by South, West will rebid a no trump, and East will probably end up dropping it there, although he could preference back to 2 spades with a good spade suit. Probably will. His hand's weak enough. With just 8 high card points, I think you're going to want to put this back in 2 spades. Some of this might depend on how often partner raises with 3. But like, similar type hand, if he had the king of diamonds in addition, he would prefer to play a no trump with the extra high cards. If his spades were a bit weaker, he would probably prefer to play a no trump as well. So I like the 2 spade bid. Two diamonds game force has been suggested. No. That's way too much with the East End. We are not doing that. That is an 8 count, my friend. No, it's even a 7 count. Opposite partner's weak, no trump. I like Kevin's lead. King Doubleton, try and get a heart ruff. He does have 3 trumps. Jack of spades. Cecilia was not buying it, that could be stiff king. Otherwise she would have flown ace of spades on the first round and tried to give partner 2 ruffs. So up with the ace of spades. Kevin has done his best to signal. He played the 4 of spades, then the 2. I've been happy with the last 2 doubleton leads. Well, one of them was in partner suit, and the other one was Kevin's just trying to beat the contract. King doubleton is a fine lead, I think, at imps. You're just trying to hit partner with the ace, and then you get a ruff. Small doubleton, you require an awful lot for that lead to work. Okay, well, Cecilia has decided that partner's pretty unlikely to be getting a heart ruff here. It tries 3 rounds of clubs. So are we going to see Itabashi play this double dummy here? Spade to the 10, pulling the last trump. Heart to the 9, because North is likely to have the 10 of hearts. Unblock the heart, take a diamond finesse. Looks like the answer is no to that one. So Jack of diamonds, up with the ace. I guess we'll unblock the Queen of diamonds as a Vienna coup. Heart to the Jack, cash the 9 of spades, but South is the one with the diamond guard. So this will be 1 imp going the way of Millens. We don't exactly know what defense they got at the other table, but they were able to make 170. Alright, on to board 48. Remember, it's a 2-day match, so regardless of what happens today, there will still be 60 more boards tomorrow. North might not have cashed the clubs, that's possible. Yeah, if we got the same opening lead and North tried to give partner heart ruff, that would have given Declare the 9 of hearts immediately. One club by North. Two or more. So, assuming East passes, he's just got an 11 count, but club length. South will bid a diamond, showing 4 or more hearts. So West will pass, North gets to bid 2 hearts, confirming the heart fit. Basically, the auction's gone. A club, well, a minor, a heart, 2 hearts. Itabashi definitely should not be coming in. He's unfavorable. Passed partner. I know it looks like he has a takeout double of hearts, but he does not. So this will probably end the auction. The other table, they got to 2 hearts from the other side, probably because they aren't playing transfers. East is thinking about coming in. This is dangerous. Okay, he does pass. Good decision. All pass. And so East on opening lead. I'm usually a believer in the other major is right in these auctions a lot of the time, but that would not be the best opening lead here. This time East kind of needs to get off to a club lead. Although Declare is going to be comfortable in making this contract. I think it's all going to center around how Cecilia decides to play the heart suit. Itabashi does lead a spade. So We could, at trick 1, try the Jack of Spades. West is guaranteed to cover with the queen if she has it. Usually, I think. I mean, unless it's like the 3-2 doubleton and West has queen 4th, then she won't cover. But if West has queen doubleton or queen 3rd, she would. And once this wins, Cecilia is going to be in perfect position to lead one of the red suits towards hand. I could see either one. I mean, she has plenty of tricks and she wants to avoid a spade ruff, so leading hearts makes a lot of sense. But she could instead just give up the ability to prevent a spade ruff and try and ruff some diamonds in the south hand otherwise. It looks like she's going that second route. Lead a diamond. Run the 9. West doesn't even cover the 9 with the 10. So the 9 of diamonds runs around to the queen. East can play back the 2 of spades, now confirming that spades started 4-2. East-West lead 3rd and 5th. (10-8) and no cover is disrespectful. Yeah, I agree. So the Jack of Spades holds now. She can take a diamond finesse. It actually seems marked, right? Okay, she does eventually now decide to pull trumps. That makes sense too. Heart to the 9 or heart to the king? Neither play is going to succeed on this hand. She does play heart to the 9. Yeah, I think the diamond hook is marked because East would have preferred a lead of the king, queen of diamonds to a lead of a spade away from the queen. Yeah, I can't see her not putting in the jack of diamonds here. She has been on point with these reads throughout the week. Oh, she goes up with the ace. It is safe enough. Ruff a diamond. We can play the king of spades pitching a club. If we really just want to claim 8 tricks. So West ruffs in. I see you've come to a conclusion about the best line of play in the 4-heart contract shift. One imp to Lewis, but Declare does make her contract. That's not match points. And Lewis is over 100 imps on the day. It wasn't looking too good for them at the start of the session, but they do manage to make a bit of a turnaround. Although Millen still maintains a sizable advantage. Itabashi gets to open a heart in first seat. Nice 10 count, 6-5 in the red suits. Pass by South. 1 spade by West. Is North going to come in 2 clubs? Very light. She has a passed hand, though. She says no. Not worth the lead direct. 2 diamonds by East, just shaping out. Okay, what does Diza do over 2 diamonds? I mean, a couple of options. She could just bid 4 spades. She has a 7-card suit. I think that's a little bit wimpy. She could game force, probably with 3 clubs, which consumes a lot of room, but at least she'll then be able to bid 3 spades next, hopefully. I think she wants to go the second route. We could imagine this hand plays better in hearts than in spades. And the queen of diamonds actually nicely fills in partner's diamond suit a lot of the time. But she does bid four spades. Like, for example, if East was, 1-6, 4-2 or something, then partner could have ace, queen, jack, sixth of hearts, and a small singleton spade, and we might lose two trump tricks if the spades split badly. Whereas in hearts, we would be a brick, and we can even pitch a club loser on the ace, king of spades from partner's hand. But she does rebid four spades. That was the alternative to a three-club game force. North gets off to the jack of hearts lead. Interesting choice. I mean, North doesn't really want to lead away from ace, jack, 10 of clubs, and every other suit's been bid by the opponents. But I think a lot of pairs would have chosen a diamond with Cecilia's hand. So jack of hearts, I mean, South knows it's not a doubleton, not because of the, or knows it's not a singleton, not because there's unauthorized information that the lead didn't come out quickly, but because West never raised hearts. So South ducks, declare roughs a club, plays a spade over. What? This is a really weird line of play, right? Declare could have played a diamond to the queen and roughed another club. Yeah? I'm pretty sure Declare could have played a diamond to the queen and roughed another club, and then just started running diamonds, pitching losers from the west hand until someone roughs in. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. They could have made 6 a different way. That's true. Okay, well. 4 spades made 6. The other table appears to be way ahead of us. They're almost done with board 51. We're just getting started on board 50 in this room. Itabashi gets to open 1 club, I would expect. You can't open 3 clubs, and if you pass that hand, you're just a bit of a wimp. So club by East, pass by South. West can make an inverted raise if they play that as... Oh no, they have the 2 heart bid, right? West can bid 2 hearts to show a, like, no trump invite. 11 to 12 balanced. This is going to give North the opportunity to come in with 2 spades if she wants. She is unfavorable. Opposite opponents that have showed values, but not necessarily game-forcing values. It's a little bit scary. She's just trying to decide if she can comfortably show both suits, but she does overcall 2 spades. I imagine we'll see 3 clubs from East. Showing his shape. 3 spades from South. He does have a singleton club. Partner came in vulnerable. I mean, it could be your side's game. It's starting to sound like that singleton club is a pretty big asset. He actually goes even further. 4 hearts, fit showing jump. Good decision by South. So West saves in 5 clubs. North will probably go after this. The singleton heart in partner's heart suit makes it sound like her hand is fairly defensive now. We can easily imagine heart to the ace, heart ruff, spade to the queen, heart ruff on defense. We'll beat this several tricks. I think I like a double by North. I mean, she knows if she passes, partner's not going to go after this contract, so it's either 5 clubs doubled or 5 clubs undoubled. I can't imagine her bidding 5 spades. She's got extra shape, but just doesn't fit with partner's 4 heart bid. Yeah, nice double by North. The other table also got the same result, it looks like. Oh, South's on lead. I guess that makes it a little bit worse. I completely forgot that North wasn't on lead against 5 clubs doubled. Alright, so spade lead to the ace, or the king, maybe. And now a heart switch, hoping for ace of hearts and a heart ruff. Kevin was very excited about his fit with the 4 heart bid. Alright, what's North thinking about here? It does look pretty natural to switch to a heart. But what's East's shape? So she knows about the singleton spade. East has 3 or 4 hearts. South is either 5-4 or 6-4 in the majors. Yeah, there's the heart switch. So declare up with the ace. Club to the king. Club to the ace. Try the diamond hook. Eventually try the heart hook. This will be the same down 1 as in the other room. Yeah, fortunately for North, there's no end play. I guess if East was 1... Three, 2, 7, then there might have been a danger on this hand. Or 1, 2, 3, 7, there might have been a danger on this hand. But alright, Kevin gets in, switches to a diamond. May as well try the hook mark. It's not going to work. So another push. This has been a very tame set after the last couple. I know that Joan is out, and that probably explains a little bit of the moderate swings as opposed to 10 or 14 imp swings that we were seeing in some of the previous sets. But all around, I think, fairly good bridge so far. South opens a heart. Okay, I spoke too soon. He's got a 9 count, 6-4 in the red suits. I mean, I like the bid. If you're allowed to open light, you may as well do it on as many hands as possible. Pass by West. North gets to bid. I actually don't know for them. I think they might be able to bid 2 spades. Aha, 2 clubs. 5 or more spades, less than game forcing. What about weak 2-bid on the south hand? I think it's really bad at these colors. If you were unfavorable, then 2 hearts has a lot more going for it because partner's expecting you to have a good hand. But when you're favorable, you can't be opening this hand as well as a 6-3-2-2 king queen 9 6th of hearts and out, the same bid. That's just way too wide of a range. So Itabashi happy that he can get in here with 2 diamonds. Pass by south. He's hoping to go after a penalty if his partner's up for it. I think North is just going to bid 2 spades. There we go. 2 spades. Invitational. Aha! I'm just looking at their card for a second because I thought... they played 1 heart past 2 spades as something else, but I guess for them that's just weak. Therefore, this is the way to show the invite. Okay, well, Itabashi has a problem. He decides to come back in 3 clubs. He has a really, really nice hand over there. Pass by south. 5 clubs by west. Four clubs by west. 3 no trump by west? Probably not. That bid feels ambitious. I don't know. You got both majors stopped. Jack 10 4th of spades and pass by west. Your partner bid twice vulnerable. How can you do this? No! Oh, my. Cecilia doesn't get the benefit of being in the same room as West, so she balances 3 spades. If she could have felt that West was like thinking about bidding over 3 clubs, she might not have bid 3 spades here, because now this is giving East-West another chance. I think West is going to balance in 4 clubs, but then East has this problem that partner didn't raise 3 clubs to 4 on the previous round, so this might be where the auction dies. They only got to 4 clubs in the other room as well. Man, Itabashi is like staring at this like, I don't need much. But he does pass. It doesn't look like 5 clubs is a very good contract, for what it's worth. 3 no trump, though, probably also not a very good contract. How bad was 3 spades doubled? That's a good question. A couple diamonds, a couple spades at least. The ace of clubs. King of hearts. Yeah, it's probably down like 3 or 4. So, risky business coming back in with the north hand, but she gets away with it this time. Alright, we're in 4 clubs. So what do we do as East on the second round of spades? If we pitch a heart, South ruffs and cashes the heart ace, and then we have to guess the trump suit. If we ruff with the queen, South is not going to over-ruff, but that doesn't help us much. Okay, he does decide to ruff with the middle club. So now we got cross to dummy with that king of hearts. Oh! Ace of clubs. Okay. Hoping to pick off like a singleton 10 maybe with the South. South is up with the ace. But Declare is kind of in control. The trump's split, so there's not much the defense can do at this point. There's no heart ruff coming, there's no spade coming for a trump promotion. Diamond to the ace. King of diamonds. Okay, I spoke too soon, huh? I spoke way too soon. Because now Declare is just... Yeah, he ruffs a diamond, and now North is going to over-ruff and play a spade through. Well, this wasn't the right line of play once again. You have to pitch on this trick. If you ruff, you just go down. You haven't set up the diamonds, and the jack of spades isn't set up, so you have to discard. But I guess he also knows that South has the club 10. North would have over-ruffed with the 10 of clubs. I don't understand this line of play. This line of play was weird to me. There's no reason to lay down that ace of clubs. Also, why did we ruff this trick? Alright, 6 M's to Millins. Once again, card play has been the bane of the Lewis team's problems. Oh my god, 3-no trump made 7 in the other room? That feels like a lot of tricks. West decides to pass in first seat here. So does North. East gets to open in third. 1 no trump. Gotta protect those doubletons in the majors. Ace-10 doubleton, King doubleton. You know, it feels oddly reminiscent of that 4-heart contract that Itabashi played previously, where he just claimed down 1 on a cross ruff. Two clubs Stamen. North-South have yet to find their 10-card spade fit, and they probably never will. At the other table, you think spade lead into the king, cross and hearts, queen of diamonds, diamond hook. That was probably the line of play. That would make sense. You can get 5 diamonds, 3 hearts. That's spade and a club. That's 9. Actually, that's 10. Yeah, slam is not very good on the East-West cards. You need 2 of 2 hooks to make it. Does East have 12 tricks? Double dummy, but you're not really picking off the king of clubs unless you're in 3-no like this. I could see him taking the club finesse, actually. Eli says, best to cash the diamond ace and hook clubs. I don't think so, because then you would need the clubs to be 3-2. Diamonds 3-1 is... you can still make it. I mean, diamonds 4-0, you might be able to make it. The 2 of clubs lead? I think if South was on lead and chose a club, he probably would have selected a high one. The 7. So spade lead around to the jack and king. North is doing something that I think a lot of expert players do, which is like trying to make the defense believable to partner. If North put in the 8 of spades at trick 1 and East won the king, South might think, well, there's no way partner has queen jack 10 9 8, so South would place East with, you know, king queen third or something, or king queen jack third. But here, when Cecilia plays the jack and then gives positive Smith, it's going to sound to her partner like she has the queen. So Kevin will get in, if he can, and continue spades. But I don't think Kevin is ever going to get in again on this hand. Diamond to the jack. Now we can unblock the diamonds. And unblock the heart. Oh yeah, and we can't take the club finesse at all. Because if we do, then we might go down. I thought we would be able to cash all of our tricks, but all of our suits are blocked. So ace of diamonds, another diamond. Unblock the heart ace, club to the ace. Oh, look at that! The king falls. And once again, importantly, I'm noting Kevin has been holding on to these 3 small clubs as if Declare has a guess for the queen. And he still holds on to the 3 small clubs. Queen of clubs up with the ace. Well, that's all the tricks. Alright, we can claim. Any minute now, we can claim. $7.20. We got 8 boards to play in the set. North has a 10 count. 3 jacks. Unfavorable? I don't think Cecilia opens this. I also don't think East is going to open the 10 count. I take it all back. East opens a heart. Well, North-South found their way to 6 spades in the other room, and that is an awful lot of bidding on those North-South cards. Off a key card and the trump queen. Sometimes you want to be in these slams, but Declare also needs to bring home the club suit in that contract, so 3 hearts by West, just trying to get in the way. Favorable vulnerability, protects her a little bit. That is an awful hand over there from West. Four diamonds from North, good raise to 4 spades. When this makes, you want to be in the slam. Yeah, it's still ambitious on these cards. I mean, even if the spades came home, Declare would have to decide what suit to go after. I mean, usually diamonds are going to come home with a couple of roughs, but then you'll also need the club finesse. 2 hearts not alerted. Cubids are self-alerting. Alright, 4 spades, passes around to east. He does have a hand that looks like it might be worth a favorable save. He bids 5 clubs. Well, South knows what to do about this contract. And given East pass over 4 diamonds, I imagine that North-South are going to expect they're in a forcing auction here. So Cecilia doesn't alert her double, but I think this is a forcing pass situation for North-South. Okay. South on lead, let's try high spade. Ten of spades from Cecilia? No, the 2. A count signal. Actually pretty important. I was thinking she might revert to suit preference in this spot, but count is far more valuable to partner. Yeah, so now what do we do as South? I mean, the Jack of Diamonds switch could be very wrong, but North has to have something, right? So North doesn't have spades, North doesn't have clubs, because clubs were bid on our right, and North doesn't have hearts, because they're saving in 5 hearts. So North has to have the Ace-King of Diamonds, I think. Kevin will figure that out. So Jack of Diamonds switch. It looks scary into that Queen 9/3. Declare as Ace 10-8 over there, and you've just picked off partner's King 5th. But I think that would be a pretty unusual hand for partner. Partner would have to have, like, Ace 3rd of hearts, King 5th of diamonds. Jack 10 4th of spades. It's possible. Oh! He doesn't find it. Well, now Declare is going to escape. Declare can pull trumps. Preventing the roughs? No, he was just trying to get out with a safe card from his hand. Yeah, this is going to be very costly. I mean, not too costly, because they do collect a penalty against 5 hearts doubled, and their teammates also went plus. But this could have been a bloodbath, right? Diamond to the king, Jack of clubs, like covered, Ace of clubs, Queen of clubs, club ruff, King of diamonds, diamond ruff, club. How bad would that have been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would have been down 4. No, down 5. That would have been down 5? Oh, man. Opportunity missed for Millens. Yeah, Kevin finally switches to the Jack of Diamonds, but it's too late. We have seen an awful lot of doubled contracts. In this match in particular. I'm just looking at the other room, and once again they're doubled in something. Okay, well, the other room is way ahead of us, but Sandra just made a question mark bid at the other table. It's not going to be a huge swing one way or another, but on, Cecilia. Are we stuck? I'm going to refresh. No, Cecilia's thinking. She does play back a spade. Didn't want to cash the ace of diamonds and have partner turn up with Jack-10 doubleton, I guess. So trying to get Claire to play a diamond for her. So club, Kevin can duck this. But eventually North-South are just going to get 2 more tricks. I mean, still a hefty penalty. 500 when they would have made 4 spades. But it could have been 11. I'm sorry, I'm just staring at the other table, and a number of inexplicable things have happened on board 56. We'll get there when we get there, but someone needs to be fired from the team. A 100 imps. It has been quite the day for Team Millens, yes. So East does a 13 count. He gets to open a club. Pass by South. West will bid a spade. I guess North can bid 3 diamonds. Partner couldn't act over a club, so your side's pretty unlikely to have a game. She might just come in 2 diamonds, though, if she's still thinking 3 no trump might be in the picture. She doesn't need much, right? I mean, basically this hand. And 3 no trump makes North-South. When should we stop counting? It's only fair to let the players play out all the boards that they want. If Lewis wants to concede early, they have the right to do so, but I think they might end up just playing all 8 segments. Yeah, 3 clubs by South. He has a good hand in support of diamonds, and this might give Cecilia all the confidence she needs to bid 3 no. Well, she can't anymore. 5 diamonds. Can't afford to just let your vulnerable opponents steal the game. Man, 5 diamonds really is going to pass out, isn't it? So Cecilia gets to escape here. She's going to go down 2. There's 2 hearts, a club, and a spade to lose, and they can't go anywhere. But how is 4 spades? With the diamonds splitting 2-0, there's no diamond losers. The Queen of Hearts is friendly. And the clubs are 2-2. 4 spades was just going to be cold. They might even have been able to make 5. The other table got to 5 diamonds doubled down 2. I'm going to take a look at their auction just to see how East-West were able to double. So same start to the auction in the other room, but when Kevin made this really nice 3 club bid, showing values, at the other table, South only bid 3 diamonds. And that made North's 5 diamond bid look a lot more preemptive, or as a sacrifice, as opposed to possibly bidding to make. Yeah, 4 spades would have been a pretty good contract. Alright, Declare leads a heart. East can play low on this trick. East should play low on this trick. Please play low on this trick. I can't take any more obvious defensive blunders. Don't put up the jack. Please don't put up the jack. Oh, you're killing me. Okay, okay, East plays low. Like, why would North be doing this if North had the King of Hearts? Drapato says, if we're guaranteed to win, can we just pass on every board and claim 13 tricks for the opponents? You could, but there's a lot of imps at stake, right? Every board there's a possibility of losing 24 imps. So you better be way ahead before you start taking that strategy. Well, North-South's auction escaped a double at this table, and that ended up being pretty good for them, earning 5 more imps. Pass by South. West opens 2 no trump. That's a 19 count, but a 5-card suit. Well worth the upgrade. East will just bid 3 no. And that contract has some chances. The clubs split. So Declare can overtake the second round of clubs and run 5 club tricks to go with the Ace King of Hearts and Ace of Diamonds. Yeah, and on the diamond lead, Declare can duck a couple of diamonds. I guess as Declare, you really need to think where your extra trick is coming from, right? Because even 5 clubs, the Ace of Diamonds, and 2 hearts is only 8. One method would be to play a spade to the king. Another would be to hope that South has the long hearts and go Ace King of Hearts and a heart. Hoping that South has 3 hearts, not 4. So I think it's very possible Declare does go down. At the other table they reached 4 hearts, which had no play, given the 4-1 heart split. But so North has 2 diamond tricks that they've taken, as West has ducked a couple of rounds in the suit. The 10 of clubs discard might make Diza a little bit more comfortable about the clubs possibly splitting. She can't afford to duck a heart, so I was wondering if she might just go Ace King of Hearts here. But I guess the point is she needs the Ace of Spades in South. Yeah, okay, I take it all back. Let's just run the clubs and play a spade to the king. No problem. Easy hand. Actually, here's an interesting theory. I think we should have cashed the Ace of Hearts before doing this. Because if the Ace of Spades is badly positioned, we probably lose all the rest of the tricks after cashing the clubs and playing a spade to the king. So we could save an under trick by cashing the Ace of Hearts first. But she's playing very fast, so probably saw her only chance. North has to have, or North can't have the Ace of Spades, otherwise North would get in and run diamonds. So my best bet is to play South for the spade ace, and it works. If South pitches a heart here, Declare can read it and save the 5 of hearts. Could just go Ace King of Hearts and a heart. George Ball says, in the other room, North doubled after a 1 heart bid. I'm a little bit surprised that West didn't open 2-0 in the other room as well. It does seem like a little bit of a standout bid. Okay, well, now Declare does have 3 hearts, and then she'll still be able to lead a spade up towards the king for an overtrick. So this will be 430 and 200 in the other, or 630 and 200 in the other room. My apologies. It's going to be 13 imps back the way of Lewis, getting to maybe the better game. It looks like the better game. Yeah, South wasn't exactly squeezed on that 5th club. South could have pitched down Ace Jack Doubleton of spades, but he decided he wasn't beating the contract if this was Declare's hand. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play out a match where they were behind by more than, say, like 10 imps aboard going into the last set, and theoretically they could still win. Because they could, in theory, pick up 12 imps on every hand in the last segment. So I don't think you're ever, in reality, going to be in a situation where you can just claim every hand, 7 no trump double down 13 tricks or whatever. Pass, pass. East opens a diamond. South, too good to overcall spade. Double. Three diamonds by West? Probably. I think so. West decides to bid 2 only diamonds. I think absent partner's 3rd seed opener, I would really like to preempt that West hand. But 2 diamonds is fine, it does take up a little bit of room. 2 hearts by North. We can bid 2 or 3 spades on the South cards. I mean, double followed by 2 spades shows a good hand. The question is just, this is a nice solid trump suit. Oh, East bids 2 no. I completely forgot East had a hand. East is in the auction. My bad. Was this the board that was nuts in the other room? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And maybe we're about to find out why. Okay, South bids 3 spades. So South has made a takeout double and has bid spades. Man, Cecilia does not have a good hand. Yeah, she does decide to pass. South could have bid more strongly if he wanted to play in a game. He could have just bid 3 diamonds and then bid spades. He could have bid 4 spades himself, so... 4 clubs by East. Did he not listen to the auction? South has a good hand, buddy. Four spades by South. Did he not listen to the auction? His partner didn't bid. Five diamonds by East. How did we get here? I'm so confused. What happened? So East could have defended 3 spades, and instead he has balanced himself into 5 diamonds? Well, here we are. Derpato says, isn't there a point that three spades could be forcing? North made a free bid and South showed, a good hand, like 18 plus. Which auction was worse on this board? I mean, it had to be the other room. You don't understand. The other room, doubled four spades for penalty. And then they pulled to five diamonds. But let me just be clear. It wasn't that East pulled to five diamonds. West pulled a double of four spades to five diamonds. And then South ran to five spades. So, I mean, this is a hand that North can hold for two hearts, right? Five hearts and some values. I understand what you're saying, that it's nice to be able to conserve space in these game-forcing auctions, right? So if you have the agreement here that South's, bidding two spades or three spades would be forcing opposite a free bid, that would be nice, because now you can, step around and find out if you have stoppers for no trump, figure out if you have a 6-2 spade fit or whatever. But I think by definition, right, the only way to force after a takeout double is you double and then you Q bid and then you bid your suit. Maybe South expected three spades to be forcing, which is why he bid four spades. That's possible. There hasn't been much to play in five diamonds. I haven't been talking about it. South gets his three aces is basically what's going on. No one's listening to their partner. I mean, East and South should have been partners on this hand. They wanted to just bid. If East and South were partners, they would have gotten to 7 no trump in three bids. Which would promptly go down several tricks. Will says he likes to play three spades force or play after a free bid a strong takeout double showing a single suited hand is forcing. That makes sense. Yeah, I do think that's a good agreement to have, but it might just be the case that North-South didn't have an agreement here. I mean, I understand Cecilia's pass, right? Who cares if partner's forcing? My hand is terrible in this auction. Alright, good play by South. He's gonna force declare into a heart guess. Yeah, as Will says, hands like this are why you play three spades non-forcing. Because otherwise you get too high. I mean, there's just no chance that you play a heart to the king here. Absolutely no way you play a heart to the king. South made a takeout double, then there we go. Maybe the culprit is two hearts on two queens. Yeah, it's a very light bid. I mean, back in the day, when I was playing, Justin Lal ridiculed me for making a two-spade a free bid in a similar spot on Queen 10 9 5th and King Jack 10 4th in a side suit. He was just like, how could you do that? This bid shows 8 high card points. And I don't know. Oh my god. That is 7-5 in the East hand. Hello. I guess we opened 4 hearts. Four hearts all pass? 990, I know, right? How did they get 990? If J-Law thought I was overbidding, I have issues. That's actually how I felt at the time, too. He was pretty upset that I had made this bid. Ace of Spades lead, so leading an unsupported ace against these 4-level openings is often a good idea. You're generally in like a cash-out situation. Yeah, actually it's really hard to imagine not taking 3 defensive tricks against 4 hearts. I guess what happened is East opened 4 hearts and South made a takeout double. That feels really wrong on the South cards. Opposite of past hand partner? Yeah, that's gotta be bad. Nat, you trying to get yourself banned? Let's not try and get ourselves banned. Defense takes the first 3 tricks. But declares in pretty good shape from here. Basically a high cross ruff. Spade ruff, heart over, spade ruff, club ruff, pull trumps, claim. Claim, buddy. There's the button. Another 9 imps to Millens. So now the lead's up to 110. It has felt like we had the 2 strongest teams by a mile playing in the final yesterday. East has a 12 count. We have another doubled contract making. There have been so many doubles. There have just been so many doubles. One club, 1 diamond overcall, 1 spade from West. Okay, good start. West didn't want to penalize a diamond, not yet. Pass. So East gets to bid a no trump, I guess. Jack Doubleton of diamonds. What else? Norm! Thanks so much for the sub. Welcome to the lounge. Swinging by doubling? Well, this is not the way that you want to swing by doubling if you're going to let the contract make. I mean, 2 hearts doubled making is kind of absurd. There appear to be 2 clubs, a spade, and 4 trumps to lose. I imagine East got off to the king of clubs lead, but is that really enough to allow Declare to make 2 hearts doubled? I don't know. Well, I appreciate the sub. How did 2 hearts doubled make? That is the question of the day. I think we're about to find out. We have... You know what? I will stick around after. Normally, I'm tired at the end of the day. I've been going for like 9 hours on stream. But today, we're going to stick around and look at everything that went down in the other room for this final set. And they do still have 60 boards to play tomorrow, but it's looking like we might see an early concession from Lewis. Well, how's 3 no trump gonna do? Because, I mean, this could be a double game swing if this happens to make. North-South appear to only have 4 quick tricks. Ace, King of Spades, Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Clubs. And in the meantime, Declare is going to take 3 diamonds, because the diamonds split badly. Four hearts. A club. And, I mean, South has the Ace, King of Spades. This is gonna make, right? Yeah, everything's just working for Declare. There's really nothing to it. I mean, what do we do with South here? Club switch? Yeah, like, even if you switch to clubs, ducked, and then Declare needs to use the Jack of Hearts to get back to hand to cash the Diamond Queen, I don't see any way that this contract is going down from here. Ace of Clubs on side. North-South are going to have to work some wizardry. Hero Boy says, a club back before the heart's unblocked might cause trouble, but the Queen of Spades is just an entry to the West hand. I guess if North had ended up keeping a bunch of her hearts, that might have caused Declare some problems, but then of course she would have had to pitch spades, and then Declare would know to set up spades. Yeah, so club to the Jack and King. Let's put it this way. Any reasonable line of play is going to make the contract from here. Spade. Okay, is this a reasonable line of play? Because now what if it goes club to the ace club? I may have spoken too soon. Yeah, now Kevin gets to go club to the ace club. And Declare just doesn't have any tricks. Uh-oh. Looks like this is going down now. I take it all back. Diza needed to be a little bit more careful about setting up her tricks. Oopsies. Yeah, this is just down 1. Up with the ace of spades, cash the 10 of clubs. West hand is high, but that's 3-no not making. Still, they do pick up a sizable swing. 2 hearts doubled made in the other room. So that's going to be 11 imps to Lewis. The lead is back under 100, just 99 imps. The other table's done playing. And, I mean, this is just the fastest match that we've ever seen. There's still 40 minutes on the clock. They can take their time. $17 count from West. She'll open to no trump. East with just a flat 7 is going to pass. It's an ace and a king and a couple of nice spot cards, but 4-3-3. Non-vulnerable. You just let this go. Heart lead from North. That'll set up quite a few tricks. for north-south. So with the diamonds friendly, 4 diamonds, 2 clubs, a heart, you could take. Alternatively, I guess Declare is just going to play on spades. That's probably a better line of play. If Declare divines the position, Declare can block the heart suit by winning the ace on the second round and then just forcing out the spade ace. But that's never going to happen. North is just going to cover this with the queen, and Declare will duck. And now a heart back. 6 of hearts asking for spades. So Declare can afford to lose 4 heart tricks and 2 spade tricks, even if they misguess the spades. Just play on spades. Knock out the ace and queen, if necessary. And with the queen of spades on side, Declare is going to come to the same 8 tricks made in the other room, losing just the spade ace and 4 hearts. A low spade to the jack. North gets to win, cash a couple hearts, and Declare will claim the rest. Wait, is it actually as simple as I thought? It might not be as simple as I thought. I'm sorry. I apologize. Declare only has 1 entry to the east hand. So if North gets out a club here... Oh no, South gets squeezed! South gets squeezed! This is incredible! West will have to read it, but if West pitches 2 clubs on these hearts, and pitches diamonds from the east hand, North can't exit a diamond because that'll give Declare the jack. If North gets out a club, Declare can go ace of clubs club, and South has already been triple squeezed. Yeah, this diamond discard, the queen of diamonds falls, so now Declare only needs the 1 entry to take the spade finesse. And if South pitched 2 clubs, then the 3rd club and dummy would be good. Wow! And of course, if South pitched a spade, then when the 10 of spades gets played, South couldn't block the suit by playing low. South would have to play the queen, and then a spade back to the 9-8, and Declare would cash 2 spades. Oh, man. Well, South kind of saw the impending squeeze coming and elected to pitch a diamond, which makes a lot of sense. So 120, as predicted. We're on to the last board of today, 60 more tomorrow, maybe only 30 more tomorrow, we'll see, depending on how Lewis feels. West gets to open 1 heart. 2 hearts Michaels by North. Spades and a minor. West gets to... What is 2 clubs? Strong? What? Okay. I don't think that would be a popular choice. 3 clubs by North. Sure. Man, North is really upset about the vulnerability on this hand because she wants to bid twice. 2 clubs. I mean, what... I'm looking at their card. They don't even have a comment. Like, a lot of people will write on their card if they open these strong 2 club things, like 8.5 quick tricks. Does West have that? Barely. I guess, right? If you count the hearts as 7 trick, or not 8.5 quick trick, like 8.5 tricks. Yeah, 2 clubs is not the bid. East doubles, 5 to 8 high card points. That is in fact on their convention card. Doubles 5 to 8. It's basically precision. So West opened a strong 1 club at the 2 level. 4 clubs by Dwyer. Oh my god. He's just looking at the colors and he's praying he didn't get doubled there. 4 hearts by West. 4 spades by Cecilia. She does bid twice. Four losers. I mean, West has a 3 loser hand, right? Spade, club, and a diamond. Itabashi knew what to do about 4 spades, so he doubles. Kevin runs to 5 clubs. But here's where the problem is with these 2 club openers. Because West is never going to sit for a penalty double since she has no defense. Like, 2 club openers show hands, right? They don't just show offense. So West bids 5 hearts. Like, I mean, this is insane. Now, from North's perspective, she might be upset that they didn't end up in 5 clubs because the king of clubs on side is pretty likely given the 2 club opener, right? I mean, something would be fishy once she sees that partner turns up with an 8 count. And East showing 5 to 8. But yeah, now South cracks 5 hearts. This is wild. But I'm pretty sure this is the reason everyone loves watching the mixed. For auctions like this. Oh my. 5 hearts doubled, all pass. Now what do you lead as North? I mean, I guess we lead the king of spades. You don't think the lose team's going to come back from this defeat? Oh, they've had worse. Much, much, much worse over the course of the day. Yeah, you're probably right, though. This is not looking like a good round for them. All right, there's the king of spades lead. Wild, but making? What do you mean making? Making. Yeah. Let's see it. All right, what's your play at trick 2? You want to lead the 10 of hearts? I cover. The spade lead is the thing that beats it. Are you sure? I guess. I mean, the spade lead was kind of automatic from North. What were the other options? I mean, there's always a diamond, a club, and a heart. Like, let's back off for just a second. There's always a diamond, a club, and a heart that North-South can take, so this was always down at least 1. The question now is, can we get this more than 1? So club to the ace. By the way, 2nd and 4th through declare. So the 7 of clubs was 2nd and 4th, giving count. Yeah, so now what? Oh, declare led the two of clubs? You might be right. Up with the ace, diamond to the king, club. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, that was an upside down count card. There we go. I get it. I'm paying attention. It's been a long day. So Cecilia tries the queen of spades, which is not going to cash. But declare is trapped in hand for the moment. So jack of hearts. Jack of hearts looks like the play to me. Thanks for paying attention. You're welcome. I got you covered. That is a hot and sexy jack of hearts play. Okay, well, we duck. But the problem is, we are then going to get thrown in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, look at what's going to happen. So we duck this trick, right? Then declare goes ace, king of hearts, and a heart. We are in. Well, we can't lead a club because that gives declare a club trick. Also, all of the spades. If we lead the ace of diamonds, then we're once again end played into breaking the minors. You might think, oh, that's okay. We can lead the 5 of diamonds. Partner has the 10. Yes, but declare ducks this. Partner wins the stiff 10, and then they're end played into leading black suits, and both the declare's diamonds go away. So, if Diza reads the end position, she'll be able to get out for down 1. We can't beat this too. Good call. Yeah. You like that fast analysis? KD's thinking about it. I mean, he can see that if he wins the queen of hearts and plays back a heart, 10 of hearts, king of clubs, diamond finesse, it's all over. So I think I'll try the effect of ducking. It never costs. But he's already envisioning this end play problem on himself. An insane defensive line. I mean, it's kind of an insane declare line, but it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Because North must be 6-5 for the way that the auction went, overcalling 3 clubs and then bidding 4 spades. And you've seen North turn up with Heart Void. Okay, he does duck, so Diza's probably already in there with ace, king of hearts, and a heart. We can pitch a club and a spade from the east hand. And then is Kevin going to get out the 5 of diamonds? He has a count on West's hand as well. So if West is down to queen 10, 9 of diamonds, he can actually stick her in by playing the 5 back. Then again, she probably would have played a diamond to the 10 earlier. So partner has to have one of these missing diamond spots. Therefore, there's no risk of leading the 5 of diamonds back and it running around to the 8 and dummy for declare to cash out. He would be very embarrassed if he let 5 hearts doubled make. Okay, he's just gone ace of diamonds. This might give the defense the best chance, because now ace and a diamond. Oh, and Will says, yeah, if partner has the queen doubleton of diamonds, then ace of diamonds is wrong. But well done to Disa. Grinding out the 10th trick there. 2 umps to Millens. Okay, what was this entire set? How could we possibly have witnessed this madness? What did I want to look at? How many doubles were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, did I count correctly? No. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like half of the contracts, maybe a third of the contracts. Priest had 4 hearts, went down in the other room. Yeah, I know. What were they doing over there? Let's see. How did Sandra screw this up? Queen of spades lead, up with the ace, diamond to the king, club, up with the ace, king of spades, ruffed, jack of hearts. Wait, Sandra made it! Hold on! What happened? Jack of hearts holds, ace of hearts, king of hearts, heart, low diamond. Don't do it, Sandra. You know that diamonds are not 3-3. Don't do it. No! No, she didn't know diamonds weren't 3-3. On her auction, North just showed a Michael's hand. Could have been 5-5-3-0. Oh, good try. Okay, but we need to look at this. I present you Exhibit 1 on the day. North opens 2 hearts in second seed. Beautiful. East overcalls 3 diamonds. Great. Yeah? 3 spades by South. 4 spades by North. I don't know why West didn't bid over 3 spades. That seems weird. But, okay. Double by East. West does a spade trick. But West hasn't supported diamonds yet in the auction. So West now bids 5 diamonds. Okay, cool. Fine. Fair enough. Pass, pass. What is 5 spades? Why are we bidding 5 spades with the South hand? We didn't even think we were making 4 spades. Did we? The opponents doubled us in 4 spades. Why did we run from 4 spades doubled to 5 spades doubled? That's not the right thing to do. Don't do this. Well, that got doubled. And no surprise, that went down a couple tricks. So that wasn't great. We also had... Where was the 6 spades that was off the... Oh my god. Come back. Scores. 6 spades on this hand. How did we get here? A diamond by North. 1 heart overcall. Double, showing 4 or 5 spades. 3 hearts, weak, preempt, favorable vulnerability. 3 spades by North. I mean, did we really need to do that with 3 hearts? We shouldn't have opened in the first place. And yet, we found a spade fit, but partner was going to reopen double all the time on this hand if we have a game our way. We don't need to be the one bidding 3 spades. Alright, 4 club cubid, 4 diamond cubid. Dude, North did not slow down on this hand. 4 diamond cube. So North opened, then bid 3 spades, aggressive, then cubid 4 diamonds, and then South was like, okay, I've heard enough. Key card. 1 key card. 5 diamonds, asking about the queen. 5 spades, no queen. 6 spades anyway. Really? Okay, sure. I mean, you're in a known 9-card fit. I guess it's not the end of the world to get to a slam missing a key card in the trump queen. Fair enough. That ends up costing them. But look at, I mean, wait, we need to figure out how two hearts doubled made. We also need to look at this. One diamond. Oh my god, no, not again. This is the problem. It wasn't that the auction went past four hearts double. It was that the auction went one diamond, four hearts double. Also, what is double by South? Apparently it's not negative. South doesn't have spades. Oh my. Well, that didn't go great. You gotta lead the ace of spades. Yeah, a club lead is crazy. Don't do this. Tom never did this with you in the naps? Did you convince him to play a real system as opposed to this garbage? Because that could be the culprit. This could be the reason. But what happened? Two hearts doubled making? How did we do this? East opened a club. Two diamonds, wide range preempt. That's one way to show the South hand. Pass, pass, double. Pass, pass. Two hearts. Double. All pass. Okay. So I think, unfortunately, well, wait a second. What do we think about the Jack of Diamonds lead? Diamonds is partner's suit, after all. I mean, the King of Clubs is kind of standout, but seriously, the Jack of Diamonds? I think that's worth considering. Anyway, we lead the King of Clubs. Can there really be no way for us to beat it from here? Declare starts pulling trumps. Heart to the Jack. Queen of Diamonds. Diamond Ruff. Another heart. Round to partner's ace. Spade. Club. Man, there's really no way to beat it. There's just nothing we could do after the King of Clubs lead. That's insane. I guess West could have switched to spades, right? West didn't have to play back the Diamond Queen. West could have played a spade here. But it's still not good enough. If Sandra gets a ruff, does it matter? Oh, that's a good question. Club to the queen, club ruff. We can't really promote the six of hearts. There's no way back to the West hand. And now you've just set up the 10 of clubs already for the spade pitch? Yeah, it doesn't look like it matters. The problem with the spade is that West gets in with the second heart. If East got in with the second heart, East could play another spade through before the Queen of Clubs was knocked out. There's really just no way to beat this after the King of Clubs lead? Hold on, I need to... Two diamonds is 100% artificial? You might think that looking at South's hand, but two diamonds was natural and preemptive. I'm pretty sure there's nothing you can do after the King of Clubs lead. I mean, that's just wild to me. That, you know, Shan's most natural lead is the only way to let this contract make. If you lead partner's diamond suit, the Jack of Diamonds, it would have worked here. I don't know if we can blame East for making that lead. I mean, the auction was totally normal to double two hearts. East-West have 4 trump tricks, and there's just no way to beat this thing. That's crazy. Yeah, how'd they get to 4 hearts undoubled in the other room? I mean, oh look, West opened a heart instead of 2 clubs. That's a good bid. 2 hearts, 3 clubs, pass or correct, 4 hearts. Sure. Looks good to me. Well, Millens picks up another 14. And so on the scoreboard, Millens is up by 101 going into tomorrow's 60 boards. This will be the final of the mixed USA2. Last team to represent us in the Wuhan Cup will be decided tomorrow. And then we'll be heading straight into the seniors. Well, that's going to wrap up stream for today. I'm going to see if I can figure out anything to do with my internet, but I suspect there's no solution to this problem. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Hopefully you all have a good day. I'll be back again tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time.